I'm delighted we have so many different people sharing devotions this week because it's a great example and illustration of what David spoke about in his sermon on Sunday about how we all have a part to play in helping to rebuild not only God's house, but in the book of Nehemiah, the walls of Jerusalem, just as we all have a part to play in rebuilding the church and our communities in the time in which we're living. And I love the example that's found in just one verse in Nehemiah chapter 3 and verse 14 about a person we only hear about in this verse in the Bible, but I think it's terrific. It's chapter 3, verse 14. Malchijah, son of Rechab, ruler of the district of Beth-haccherem, repaired the Dung Gate. He rebuilt it and set up its doors, its bolts, and its bars. So why do I think Malchijah is such a wonderful guy? Why would I love to have Malchijah as a member of Brewster Baptist Church? Because human beings, we inevitably want to elbow our way in, and we want to have the place of prominence. We want to do the thing that's noticed or important. Maybe not you, but many people, we can be that way. We want attention. We want to be appreciated. We want things to, go well for us so people notice us. So think about rebuilding the wall of Jerusalem. How many people do you think, when Nehemiah was laying out his plan and we've got to fix this gate and that tower and this thing, how many people do you think were signing up to say, you know what, I want to rebuild the Dung Gate? And you can guess what passed out of the Dung Gate from the city of Jerusalem to take it away. Not the most glamorous gate to rebuild. Not the gate you want to have the little bronze plaque next to of, yes, I rebuilt the Dung Gate. So all of the natural matter that needed to be removed, generated by the animals and the people. And yet, Malchijah, he has the humility and the servanthood to say, you know what, I'll take care of that because I know no one else will want to do it. And it's not just that he's some lower level person in the city of Jerusalem. He's the ruler of a district. And yet he is a humble servant leader who's willing to do what needs to be done and to take on an unglamorous, unflattering job so that no one else has to do it. And yet it's a critically important job. It wouldn't be a very nice city to live in if there wasn't a dung gate with a functioning door that you could take things out of. So I just encourage you to think of the example of Malchijah in your own life and how critically important it is to be humble, to have a servant attitude, and to be willing to do what needs to be done, even if it's not always the most attractive or enjoyable job to work on. Keep Malchijah in mind today and go be a humble servant follower of Christ.